Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Suburban Sill. So today I thought it would be fun to do a plant update on some of the videos that I've done over the past couple of years. I get a lot of requests for plant updates, and to be quite honest, I can't do a plant update on all my plants because I cannot keep them all, and I recently moved, so I did have to get rid of a bunch of plants. I usually give them to friends, or I take them to a nonprofit we have here, a plant rescue, where they'll rehome plants for you and stuff like that. But I did keep some really good ones, and I think you'll be impressed to see where they are now. So I'm going to start with, if you remember back a couple years ago for the Amazon plant haul, I got like a syngonium, a button fern, which was okay. It was a tricky plant. And then I got this Pachypotum lemarii, right? And it was really tiny. It was really cute. So here it is today. Going strong. I think I've repotted it like one time because it was kind of struggling. In the winter time, I hardly water it at all. I water it more, obviously, during the growing season. It's in succulent soil. It did do a funny thing not that long ago where it dropped all of its leaves, and then all of a sudden it started putting out new leaves. So it's looking really good right now. See, it's pretty big from once it came. So this is the Pachypotum lemarii from the Amazon plant haul video. Okay, you might remember a couple summers ago, I think, I did an experiment with some snake plants and just some propagation to see what would propagate the best. And then I also did a video about planting those cuttings, kind of an update. So I'm going to show you where that plant is now. Ta-da! These are all the cuttings, so you can see the leaf that we propagated right there from that video. These are the cuttings and the propagations from that snake plant video. Sun's kind of getting in the way. So you can see it's doing really well. I love these plants. When I moved, a leaf broke off of my giant one that I still have. It's probably my oldest plant. It's huge. And I put it in water, it grew roots. I just stuck it back in the pot, and now it's growing amazingly. So, ta-da! So easy. I love this plant. Okay, last summer I did a plant rescue, the Stumpy Money Tree. It was kind of a funny little plant rescue, and I really have grown to love this plant because it's just kind of quirky. I did just repot it because for some reason it likes to lean over. But here is the Stumpy Money Tree today. This is a good plant rescue update. I got it standing up somewhat straight, but it looks like it wants to lean over again. So here is the Stumpy Money Tree plant rescue. You know, I let it go completely dry in between waterings. It does live indoors in a lovely little window, and it just keeps putting out new branches and cool stuff. Isn't that cool? You can see right here, it's putting out another little leaf. See that little guy in there? So that is an update on the Stumpy Money Tree. So then there was a video last year maybe I did on alocasia, and I am going to give you an update on my pink dragon. Needless to say, it's been a challenge, but I think we're in a good place. So I don't know exactly what happened, but it like fell down or something. Like, it fell right here and then started growing up from there. It did drop all of its leaves. I had one leaf at one time, and then it put out a baby leaf and then another leaf. So, I mean, we're in a good spot, but it's been a challenge. And look, I'm getting a new leaf there, which is very exciting. In the winter time, it pretty much just kind of goes dormant a little bit and will drop its leaves and then it will put out new ones. So, kind of interesting. It's also got these little goofy little things right there that it keeps putting out. And I did research on what those are, and I'm gonna post it here, but kind of interesting, kind of like a root type thing or a corm, or I don't know, something kind of strange. Also, next update, one of my more popular videos, the ZZ propagation videos. I did a whole series of ZZ propagation, and this was like 2-3 years ago, where I propagated from leaf, propagated from cutting, and then I put them all in a bowl, or in a pot, and to see how they would grow. And so I have an update. Dun 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 dun. Here is the ZZ propagation. Isn't that something? These plants take forever to grow. So when you're at the store and you are like, wow, why does that ZZ plant cost so much? Because it probably has been growing for years and years and years. So you can see where one of the stem cuttings was that broke off. So yeah, so this is where we are, and I'm just gonna keep growing it and see how long it takes, I guess. You know, I don't water it very much, maybe every couple weeks, few weeks, and it sits in a nice sunny window. I know ZZ plants are a low light plant, but they'll reward you much more if you give it sun. My giant ZZ plant right now has 2 new stalks, and it's all because of the sun. I mean, obviously because of the sun, but if you put it in light, it'll love you so much more, even though it can go in the darkness. Okay, so last summer we did a Monstera propagation, and I took a cutting off of my giant Monstera, which I no longer have. It's at my office, my place of work, under a grow light. I had to move it when I moved because I just didn't have the space for it. But I have the propagation still. Ta-da! Here it is. Can you see that? Lovely propagation. Monstera, it's doing really well. I'll show you the backside. See, it's just growing stacks on stacks here. So what I'm gonna do is repot it and get it climbing on a pole. This is a perfect one to get climbing on a pole because it's just got this one stem, and I can get these aerial roots hopefully to kind of go around it. So that's gonna be a project here coming up. But this is the Monstera propagation from last summer. Okay, one final update. If you'll remember, I did the cactus from seed video when I had that grow kit that I got in Arizona. And full honesty, I completely neglected the cactuses. When I moved, I put them at my parents' house, I put them in the basement under a grow light, and I completely forgot that they were there for months. But I was pleasantly surprised when I realized what I had done. Here's one of the bunches that we did in this little throw-out container. There they are. There's some really big ones in here too. I mean, right now I have it sitting outside, and I do need to get it in some new soil, 100%. That's gonna happen here shortly. But before I repotted it, I wanted to show it to everyone kind of in its original setting to where I originally planted it over a year ago. So these are really cool. I'm gonna keep them just like this and see how far I can take them. Isn't that fun? So I hope you enjoyed this plant update video, the where they are now, because a lot of these plants are really impressive and I've had them for a really long time, And like I said, I am not a perfect person. So I did lose, if you remember, my Hoya Crimson Queen, I lost it to pest infestation. It was one of those things where I tried so hard to save it, and I was just worried that it was going to spread to my other plants. And it just got to a point where I just could not get it under control. So she gone, that one. But yeah. So thank you for watching this plant update video. I hope that you enjoyed seeing where they are now and where they have come. And subscribe to my channel. I've got some plant rescues that I've been working on over the summer that you'll get to see here shortly that I think you'll like. And you can visit my Instagram at suburbansil for plant photos. And if you want to send me pictures of your plants, I'm always happy to take a look. And check out my website at suburbansil.com. Thanks, and I will see you next time.